Sup everyone, my name is Noah Meehan and I'm back on the Arc of Truth. Sorry I couldn't make a video this Friday. I was actually at a baseball game with friends and family, so I apologize for that, and this is the reason why I'm making this video right now on Saturday. Now, it is already just a little more than a month away from the United States. And I can't wait on that. But I'm not going to be talking about the United States. I'm going to be talking about Italy. Because I kind of see some similarities between what has happened with that of the American Revolution. So, from what was gathered, the president of the Italian Republic, Sergio Mattarella, sorry, I'm looking at this on Google. It's kind of hard to pronounce Italian names, so if any of you Italian viewers out there, I apologize for getting it wrong. It's kind of hard. But anyway, he actually tried to say that he didn't want an economic minister who, I don't recall who it was, but he did not want this economic minister because he was a Eurosceptic, and I think it was part of the Brothers of Italy, the party that actually got the most votes in the last election in March. They actually, in fact, this actually led to a standoff between the coalition government and the president of Italy, which the coalition government is based up on the anti-establishment five-star movement, and it's mainly populist, so it's mainly just a Big Ten, neither right nor left. And you have the Brothers of Italy, which the media considers far right, though I would argue otherwise. So, ever since the problems regarding with the EU, like their bureaucracy, and of course the immigration that's been so-called immigration that's been going on in terms of going from Africa to Europe, the Italian people have been pissed. Especially the fact that there has been a lot of chaos, a lot of problems in this country of Italy. Italy has been suffering from a load of problems, despite being either the third or the fourth largest economy in Europe. In Europe, they have, I think it was a 30% youth unemployment, and as well as they had to deal with a lot of crime that has been related to immigrants. I recall back in March that there was a newspaper article showing that a woman was in labor when suddenly a Somali immigrant just rushed in and tried to rape her. This is one of the stories that actually helped fuel the formation of this coalition government as a result of the elections. Now, the president, who again, his name is Sergio Mattarella, I can't pronounce that correctly, but he decided to use his video to stop this economic minister from obtaining his position. The reason was that since he was a Eurosceptic and with Brothers of Italy, this would send a big negative message to the bankers and to the economy, so he did not want that. But this completely backfired. Number one, this showed his obvious allegiance. He's not the president of Italy. He's more of a representative inside of the EU for Italy. Well, take that back. You know what? More of a bureaucrat for the EU to regulate the region of Italy. That sounds actually more correct. Second, this actually shows him not disregarding the results of the election, because he's obviously against this coalition government, especially since he was actually a leftover piece of the previous administration, which was controlled by the Democratic Party, which is center left and has allowed much of the a lot of these policies that Italy has suffered from. So this has gone completely overset, and in fact, this actually helped fuel the Eurosceptic movement, and even there have been attempts to call for impeachment of the president just because of this. It was clear that he was getting rid of the vote of the people because he obviously did not want a Eurosceptic to destroy the economy, if it was predicted, and he didn't want the Eurosceptics to destroy the EU. This obviously shows his line of allegiance. Not his allegiance is to the bankers, to the EU, the elite, not to the people that voted him in office. So this definitely has backfired completely. It should have been apparently frank, to be honest. What do you think was going to happen? Did you think that the Italian people would just say, okay, we voted for them, but fine, you can do whatever you want? No! Hell no! These are the same people that have during the Roman Empire, during the time of Rome, they built the Republic, and they had to live through an empire. During the time of modern Italy, they had to deal with Mussolini, the dictator, the fascist dictator. Although he wasn't as a big of a deal as Adolf Hitler to the north, he was definitely a major tyrant, and they suffered through that. They obviously did not want this to happen. So what has happened on May 31st was that the president finally stand down. Now, as of 2 days, technically it's only been a day because they were sworn in yesterday, the new Italian coalition government is now in session under Prime Minister Giuseppe Conte, with two deputy prime ministers, both of which are from separate parties. One from Five Star Movement and the other from Brothers of Italy. This is obviously to show the sign of the coalition being put into place and shared of power. So, yeah, that's the overall commitment in terms of this coalition. But in the end, this is just showing the incredible stupidity of the elite. They're condescending of the people. Despite the fact that the people did not like what's going on, did not like the leaders in charge, they decide that, no, we want to have someone who fits our interest. Because we obviously know what we're doing. It kind of sounds a little. I kind of am sounding like a little bit of Hillary Clinton a little bit, because she did run in 2016 on the her idea that she was to break the glass ceiling, and that she would do more for the country because she basically had more experience in political office than Donald Trump. But I'm getting off topic. The reason why I see this being very similar to the American Revolution was that during the American Revolution, America just wanted to be kept to itself. They wanted to have their own autonomy. They wanted to be in their own matters. But then the 7 Years' War happened, and then Great Britain started piling up a debt. After the war, they decided to force the 13 colonies to try to pay taxes to them, despite the fact that they didn't want to. And then eventually this went further ahead that Great Britain eventually tried to remove some of the local governments and install their own bureaucrats to govern the colonies. And you know how that ended up. A new country known as the United States of America. I see this happening pretty similarly. Italy is the United States in this case. The EU is the British Empire. The EU wants to control Italian affairs. The EU wants the money from the Italy, which, by the way, Italy sends 4 billion euros every single year. I'm not kidding. 4 billion euros. And they want to control their own domestic affairs, especially when it comes to immigration and that sort of thing. That's it. That is what makes this so similar to the American Revolution. And with the election that happened in March, and what happened actually pretty recently in terms of how Italy managed to get this coalition government, this is the spark of an uprising. Something similar to that of what happened in what started off the American Revolutionary War. Though I'm pretty sure that this will not lead to big amounts of bloodshed. I'm pretty sure, however, that this would in fact start a rise in Euroscepticism and nationalism. That I'm pretty sure of. Because when a person says that the EU, a continental organization, placing its affairs on an individual state simply because they don't like what's going on there, then there's going to be a lot of countries that are going to be pissed and actually question the EU. Maybe even, like how Britain is doing, leave it. Or even how Italy is planning to maybe follow suit. I don't know. I'm pretty sure that would happen. In fact, it's already happening right now. You have Italy, you have France, you have Holland, Germany, you have Hungary, Poland, Britain, so many others. Just those countries. It's becoming a major problem for the EU. And I'm not sure if they can stop it. Not unless they actually listen to the Eurosceptic community. And the nationalist community as well. Although, I'm pretty sure that they would not like the idea of relinquishing their power. But then again, I'm pretty sure that like in the Great Britain and in Italy, the people will prevail. My name is Noah Meehan on the Arc of Truth. Please post your comments down below. I would love to read them. Subscribe to this channel and like this video and share it with your friends. See ya.